I work best in bare feet. I'm just aware, I find, in a different way when I've got my feet on the ground, you know, I'm present. What I have to do is I have to establish the rock on the chain that's then lifted by an electric hoist. It's going to be dropped from a single anchor point, so this is actually just a safety and a way of lifting the rock without stressing the actual release mechanism. Releasing this from a single point easily is sort of another technology problem. I'm just really curious as to what's going to happen. And there's no other way to find it out than to build it, I guess. You know, I'm just talking about concept. I tend not to ever build anything I understand. No. I think I've got him here. Have to, under duress, put on some footwear. Jonah, I'm actually not quite sure. So what we're doing here is we just have to level our little sighting mechanism. How you doing? Thanks for coming, eh? If you, if anything jumps out at you as not being a good idea, you let me know. Aside from the original premise of this whole thing. Mark always turns up at inopportune moments where I've got things like this on the go. Running out of things to do before we drop this thing. Eh? It's off a little bit. Should I make a public service announcement and like disclaim any sort of liability for anything that's about to happen? I need a speaker or something. A megaphone? Yeah.
Maskull would like to speak.
There we are, thank you. What's going to happen is we've got to raise the rock in 2 phases. There'll be a bunch of aiming and positioning stuff that happens, and then what I'll say, I guess, is silence or just quiet, and then if everyone can just hush for probably 4 or 5, 10 seconds, then I'll sort of count to 3 and see what happens, and then if it's possible to be quiet for another 10 seconds after. So the second last thing that's going to happen is this thing is going to get lagged down. I guess that's it, eh? Does anyone have any good ideas or reasons for me not to do this? Anyone want to make an offer on the piano as it is now? Everyone quiet, starting now.
Everything you expected?
Look at that, eh?
Beautiful. Really good.
That worked out just fine.
Yeah.
It deformed exactly how I had hoped. I was worried that all the welds would pop out, but actually it did just fine.